Hi children, welcome to the next science class. In the last class we discussed about some terrestrial habitats like desert, mountain, grassland or forest. And these are terrestrial habitat. Today we focus on what are the aquatic habitat. Aquatic habitat means the habitat which are in water, ocean, ponds and lakes are aquatic habitat. Okay, and we discuss what are the different animals or plants in aquatic habitat and what are the different special features in them that help them to survive in their special habitat. Okay, how they can survive in sea water or how they can survive in water, which are the different organs they are having, which are the special features they are having, what are their characteristics that help them to survive in that particular habitat. Okay, and first of all we discuss about the ocean habitat, that is aquatic habitat, ocean. So fishes are there inside ocean and some small creatures like squids and octopus are also sea animals. And fishes are having a special streamlined structure that helps the fishes to move very fastly through seawater. And squids and octopus, they stay deeper in the or they stay deeper inside the water, or they stay near the seabeds. Okay, and when the prey move to their area, they catches the prey. Okay, and they can change their shape into streamline. Octopus can change its body shape into streamline when they move or when they move fastly through water. Okay, and some other animals like dolphins and whales, they are also aquatic animals. So they don't have any gills, but fishes are having gills for the breathing. And dolphins and whales are having blowholes. Instead of gills, they are having blowholes in them that helps that aquatic animals to breathe. Okay, the blowholes can be seen at the upper part of their head. That is the special organ in them that helps them to take oxygen from the water or from the air. Okay, they are having blowholes. So instead of gills, they are having, fishes are having gills to take oxygen dissolved in that, but these type of animals are having blowholes. Whales and dolphins are having blowholes, and through them they can take air. And next is ponds and lakes. What are the different plants in ponds and lakes? So we can see a variety of organisms in pond and lakes. And about plants, they are having roots. Okay, they are having all the body parts like root, then leaves, stem, etc. And some of the aquatic plants are submerged inside water. We can see only their leaves outside. They are fully submerged inside water. And we can say that they are having roots. Their roots are fixed in soil that is below the water. And in terrestrial plants, they are having strong type of root, and the root fixes the plant, and root absorb the water from the soil to different parts of the plant. But here the aquatic plants are also having root, but they are fixed and they are below the water, and they are very reduced in size. Okay, and very reduced in size. The size of the root is very, very small, and they fixes the plant firmly in the water. Okay, and all the part of the plant maybe inside water. In some of the plants, all the parts are inside water, and they are having narrow and thin ribbon like leaves. So these are the different characteristics of aquatic plants or plants we see in ponds and lakes. These features help the these plants to survive in ponds and streams. Next we discuss about frogs. Where do we see the frogs and how they can survive in their habitat, aquatic habitat. So we can see frogs both on land and water. They can same way they can live on water as well as on land, and they are having very strong back legs so that they can leap and catch prey. So frogs are having very strong back legs to catch the prey, and they are having some special type of feet. We call them as webbed feet that help them to swim on water. Okay, that is the peculiarity of the frog. So because of these characteristics, they can move or they can live on water as well as on land. Clear? And next is about, so we completed the discussion about the aquatic habitat like ocean, what are the different animals and what are the different plants in them, and about ponds and lakes, which are the different types of creatures we can see inside ponds and lakes, and what are the different characteristics of these type of animals and plants. And next we discuss what are the two types of things around us, and we can classify them into two. Some of the things are living things and some are non-living. And what is the difference between living and non-living things? Animals are living, but tables and chairs are non-living. So what is the difference? Can you say the difference between living and non-living? Plants are living or non-living? Plants are living, but they can't move from one place to another. They are fixed in a particular place, but they are also living. They can grow, they take food, they respire, they excrete. Okay, they reproduce. So they are living things. Then, but non-living things like cars and buses, they can move from one place to another, but they do not grow, or they can't grow in size with the time. So we call them as non-living things. Okay, so now we can say what are the different characteristics of living things. Okay, now we grouped them into living and non-living, and now we are in a position to say what are the different characteristics of living things. So here the different characteristics are, I read out only the heading, and in the next class we will discuss in detail about each of the characteristic. And first characteristic, all the living things need food. Without getting the food, they will die out because they need to grow and they need food for that. So that is an essential thing, or that is the first characteristic of a living things. They need food. Second one, all the living things show growth. They grow in size with the time. That is the second characteristic. All the living organisms respire. All need air, or all the living things take oxygen, or all the living things breathe. So breathing is a part of a process called respiration. So respiration is the one of the main characteristics of living organism. Then all the organisms or living things stimuli, or they can show some response towards stimulus. Okay, so that is another main property or characteristic of living thing. Then all the living organisms excrete. Excretion means sending waste from the body. All the plants and animals excrete. Both these send out waste from the body. So both in the sense, all the animals and all the plants excrete. Then excretion is the another characteristic. Then the last characteristic is all the living organisms reproduce. all the plants and animals can reproduce their own kind, or we can get a new one out of a plant or out of a human. Okay, so that is the most important characteristic of a living thing. Then finally, all the living organisms move from one place to another. But what about plants? Do they also move? Plants are generally, they do not move from one place to another, but the various substances like water, minerals, and the food synthesized by them move from one part to another part of them, but they cannot move from one place to another, but they are living things. Okay, so these are the main characteristics of living things. Okay, and in the next class we will discuss in detail about the characteristics of living things. Okay, children, so with this we conclude today's topics, and in the next class we will discuss about all the different characteristics of living things in detail. Okay, thank you.